China has just equipped its Type 071 landing ship Qilianshan with a powerful LY-1 high-energy laser system, making it the second vessel to receive this advanced upgrade. This move signals a major shift from quiet testing to real operational use. In this video, we break down how experts confirm the installation, what the LY-1 can actually do, and why this surprising update matters for the future of modern defensive technology. China's installation of the LY-1 high-energy laser on the Type 071 landing ship Qilianshan represents one of the clearest signs yet that this technology is transitioning from limited trials to standardized naval integration. The key point here is that this upgrade wasn't announced through official statements, but rather detected through high-resolution imagery released in mid-November 2025. Analysts noted a rigid rectangular enclosure at a position previously associated with laser housing on the sister ship Simingshan, and this structural detail is what first suggested the presence of the LY-1. The evidence supporting this conclusion lies in the enclosure's distinctive shape. Earlier in 2024, when the Simingshan was fitted with the initial LY-1 version, it carried a soft protective dome that was clearly an early design. The new placement on Qilianshan replaces this dome with a stronger, angular cover. This change is significant because it indicates that engineers may be settling on an updated, more maintainable configuration for long-term use. Rigid housings are often adopted when a system moves beyond testing and into regular service, and the matching location across both vessels reinforces this interpretation. This evolution in design suggests that China is advancing toward a consistent layout for the naval version of the LY-1. The presence of this new enclosure mirrors the turret positioning seen on other ships, aligning with a broader pattern of standardization. When a capability appears on one ship, it's notable. When it appears on two of the same class with refined engineering, it becomes a clear trend. That is exactly what we're seeing here with the Type 071 vessels. Additionally, the timing of this installation aligns with China's demonstrated interest in expanding laser deployments. In September 2025, a land-based variant of LY-1 was showcased publicly during a major military parade in Beijing, mounted on an 8x8 wheeled vehicle. Such public demonstrations usually indicate that a technology is entering a mature stage. Understanding why the LY-1 matters requires looking closely at how it works and what it brings to a ship the size of a Type 071. The LY-1 is a high-energy laser system designed for close-range engagement of small aerial objects, using a combination of advanced optical engineering and electrical efficiency. It is reported to operate in the 180 to 250 kilowatt range, with some assessments suggesting that, on platforms with adequate power supplies, it could potentially reach between 200 and 300 kilowatts. This level of output places it among the highest-powered laser systems publicly observed on naval vessels today. The LY-1 also features a large circular aperture, reported to be nearly twice the size of the U.S. Navy's Helios laser aperture. A larger aperture improves beam focus over greater distances, enabling LY-1 to sustain energy on a target long enough to disable its key components. The system is expected to neutralize electro-optical sensors, heat infrared seekers, or degrade structural sections through continuous illumination. Although its performance depends heavily on environmental conditions like humidity and aerosol density, the system is believed to achieve effective engagement at ranges extending into the tens of kilometers, with some assessments suggesting more than 20 kilometers in optimal weather. Importantly, LY-1 is not intended to replace the ship's existing defense systems, but to support them. According to Chinese descriptions, the laser is meant to act as the final layer in the vessel's defensive network, complementing long-range HHQ, 9C missiles, medium-range HQ, 16C systems, and short-range HQ, 10A launchers. In this layered approach, missiles handle high-speed or distant targets, while the LY-1 addresses objects that manage to move through the outer defenses. This is especially valuable when facing multiple small airborne objects that would otherwise require expending numerous small interceptors. The internal architecture of LY-1 demonstrates that it was engineered for continuous onboard operation. It draws electrical power and cooling through the ship's integrated systems and uses the rigid housing to shield sensitive components from the maritime environment. By incorporating a shared aperture optical design, LY-1 uses the same main mirror for beam output and for receiving reflected light, allowing it to perform integrated tracking and targeting. To understand why China chose the Type 071 as one of the first classes to receive the LY-1, it's important to consider what these ships actually do. Type 071 Yuzhou-class vessels are large amphibious transport docks with a displacement of around 20,000 tons. They carry marine personnel, vehicles, landing craft, and helicopters, and their operations often place them in areas where small, unmanned systems are common. These ships are essential for coastal missions, overseas presence, and humanitarian tasks, making their situational awareness and defensive reliability critical. One major factor in selecting the Type 071 is the nature of its operating environment. Large transport ships frequently work near coastlines or narrow waterways where aerial objects may appear suddenly at low altitude. This creates a unique defensive challenge because the vessel must protect multiple moving parts at once. Helicopters taking off or landing craft entering or leaving the well deck, and deck personnel coordinating operations. In such an environment, a laser system offers a precise way to neutralize small intruders without disrupting other activities. The LY-1's ability to engage multiple targets efficiently is another reason it fits well on the Type 071. Traditional defensive systems rely on interceptors, which are limited in number and require storage space. In contrast, a laser can perform many engagements without running out of physical ammunition, as long as the ship can supply adequate power. This feature becomes extremely valuable when facing a large number of small aerial systems that would otherwise require significant resources to counter. Additionally, the Type 071's internal power capacity and cooling architecture make it an early candidate for integrating directed energy technology. Its diesel engines and electrical distribution network provide a stable platform for powering high-energy equipment. The vessel's size also allows for the installation of additional cooling and reinforcement to support long-duration laser operation. Another meaningful aspect is that installing LY-1 on two ships of the same class provides engineers and planners with consistent operational feedback. Learning how the system performs in varied weather, sea states, and mission profiles is essential for future integration. The insights gained from Qilianshan and Simingshan can influence whether the LY-1 is later adapted for even larger ships, such as the Type 055. The installation of the LY-1 on Qilianshan marks a turning point for China's approach to advanced defensive systems at sea. By moving from isolated testing to repeatable integration, the Navy is signaling a clear direction toward the routine use of directed energy technology. The insights gained from these early installations will influence the next generation of ship protection strategies and shape how large vessels operate in environments filled with small aerial objects. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on space exploration and scientific discoveries, and don't forget to leave a comment below. Also, you can visit our website, spaceinews.com. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.